In this section, I'm going to speak about assembling bodies into one body. As a matter of fact, when you want to create something, you can create different features on that, and it can change into a complex shape. Sometimes it is not possible because some items should be present before the other item comes in. Like you want to have a pad before you go for a pocket, or adding some other features like selecting some face of the pad for another feature that is going to be on that. All of them are going to be a little hard to manage. Sometimes it is easier to create different bodies. They are in kind of vicinity of each other, and then you can connect them using assembly command, and all of them can create one complex shape that you wish to. So how can you do that? Let's go to part design environment. I'm going to show you this. Very easy. Let's say that I'm going to create a simple pad here. So for this, you can see that I don't have any sketch, so I just go and create a sketch here by selecting this face. And let's say that I'm going to go with a simple circle here. I exit the workbench, and this circle is going to be something like 20 millimeters on both sides, and this is my first shape. Let's say I want to have a fillet around this, so I just select around this and go to insert, go to sketch base figure to do dress up features, and from here I select edge fillet. And let's say that I'm going to have something like 10 millimeters of edge fillet. This is my preview. That's okay, and I am happy with that. I selected this. Now I'm going to select here and go and add another pad. So I go to sketch environment. What I'm about to do is to select a rectangle that's going to start from here and end here, and then exit, and maybe I want to have a little pocket, a little pocket like 20 millimeters of pocket. I want to select this, and I'm going to choose inside of this, and I'm going to add another pad to that. So this is one thing that I am going to add to this. Let's say 10 millimeters are okay, and this is the shape that I have until now. Now, what should I do if I want to add more features to that? As a matter of fact, this is going to make my shape a little more complex. So what can I do? I can add other bodies to here, and I have already shown you how you can add bodies. You just go here, and you can see if I open my part, inside my part I have part body. This is the first body that I have. I can rename it for clarity, so I go right click on that and go to properties, and from features I just select it to be, for example, base body. Okay, so I click on OK, and this is the name of my first body. What if I want to have another body? So I go to insert and I select another body. So you can see this is this, and I'm going to rename this to, let's say, handle. Okay, so what is this handle gonna be? First of all, I right click on a handle and go and select defining work object to make sure that right now whatever feature I am adding is gonna be added to handle. So I rotate this a little bit, I select this face, go to sketch environment. What I'm going to do, first of all, let me bring it to this. What I'm going to do is to add a handle like this to this. So this is going to be my handle. I exit, I add a pad to this like 200 millimeters, that's about 20 centimeter, and click on OK. Now I go here and then select this edge and select insert, and in the rest of feature let's go for rest of feature edge fillet, and that's okay. This is what I have created. Now something that is interesting is this. What if I remember that I needed to have another fillet here? Now if I did this as part of first body, then I would have to remove this and go for here and add a fillet and go for that. Let's say that that's a feature that is not possible to do that. I just said fillet, but maybe fillet is possible. With some other feature that you want to add, maybe it is not possible to do that. Now these two are two different bodies, and something interesting is this. You can edit this separate from this, and whatever you add to this is not going to affect this one, right? And whenever you're happy with everything that you have created, you want to make sure that handle is part of this base body. You go to assemble that. How can I do that? If I go to Boolean operations, I can find assemble here. Or I can right click on the base body here, go to base body object, and from here I can find assemble. Of course, in my case it doesn't show up. Let's go to the second body. In second one you can see, because this is the second body that is created. So you can go to Boolean operations, select assemble, or you can go to the second object that you have, or separate objects that you have other than the first one, and right click, go to the object, and then you can find assemble. You can assemble multiple objects into one object. In this case I only have two objects, so I just go and click on assemble, and it is going to be assembled to base body. And you can see that now this is a feature of base body. It is kind of dependent to base body. Let me press Ctrl Z 2 times so that assemble is removed. If I go to insert, go to Boolean operations and select assemble from here, this is the dialog box that we didn't see because we just right clicked the handle. But here it says, what are you assembling? As a matter of fact, I'm going to select this first body. It says this is the base body, you cannot select it. So I'm going to select this one, and it automatically understands that this can be assembled to part body, the base body that we had before, and it shows me everything. And if I click on OK again, I will see the same feature. Assemble is part of base body. What is inside assemble? If I open the specification tree, I can see handle here. Still, I can work on this handle separately, but I would go for assembly whenever I am totally happy with it, whatever I have here. This is very, very different from assembling different parts into one project. As a matter of fact, you can see that all of them are part of one part, and this is my part, and this part has different bodies. But when assembling different parts, we are putting together those parts to create another object that is different items next to each other. They have relationships to each other, they work together. That is totally different from what we have right here. Now I saw this assembling. What I'm going to do is to show you intersect. This is a little different from the intersection that we saw a few sections before. In a few sections before, I showed you that there are intersections between two features. Now I'm going to show you intersection between two bodies. Let's say that my second body is not assembled into the first body, so I just press Ctrl Z a few times so that I can go to this here. And what I'm going to do is to double click on this path, and you can see that I can click on more, and in this I have gone something like 200 millimeters. On the other side I'm going to go up like 100 millimeters and click on preview. You can see that this is like that. Now I want to show you which part of the two objects are common, right? The two bodies have something in common. So I go to insert Boolean operation. From here I select intersect. It says, what is intersection between this one, the base body, that it easily recognizes. And if I click on OK, it will show me this part that is common between these two. So this is the intersection, and this is another way to create such a complex shape that I wish to have, but I couldn't achieve this goal using just different features that I had working on one body only. And again, you can see that this intersection has the handle inside it. As a matter of fact, right now this intersection is part of the base body, because we have combined these two into one object that has been created for us like this.